You know, as we think of gun violence and what our nation just experienced 2 weeks ago, we know that we have to do something to save lives here and throughout our nation. And so I'm not going to get on the soapbox of who should take responsibility, but we all know that our nation needs to do something, particularly when it comes to our future leaders and our students who are attending the various schools throughout the nation. And with that being said, I've already have everyone already joining me, but I'm going to call their names. Freddie Barton and Samithia Bagley of Hillsborough Safe and Sound, if you just come to the side. Johnny Johnson from Rise Up for Peace. Bishop Thomas Scott, Tampa Bay Coalition of Clergy. Pastor Clarence Nathan from Pastors on Patrol. Grace Hutchison and Gail Powell Cope from Moms Demand Action. Marvin Johnson, Major Marvin Johnson on behalf of Sheriff Chad Chronister. Julian Holt, Hillsborough County Public Defender, and Gary Wiseman on behalf of State Attorney Andrew Warren. Again, thank you for being here. Again, good morning. Thank you all for being here. This presentation is important because Hillsborough County and its partners are committed to ending gun violence in our community. Many of those partners are with us today, and they have done a remarkable job in raising awareness on how we all work together to advocate gun safety. I'm proud to present this proclamation in recognition of Gun Violence Awareness Month and Wear Orange Day. The proclamation reads, whereas senseless gun violence every day is claiming far too many lives in the community and in the nation. And whereas firearms are the second leading cause of death for American children and teens, with 1,055 children hurt or killed by gun violence in the United States in 2021. And whereas every life tragically claimed by gun violence is one life too many. And whereas Hillsborough County recognizes that there is much to do to combat the multitude of issues that cause gun violence, but it would never swerve from its responsibility to combat it. And whereas Hillsborough County celebrates law enforcement for all that they do every day to help stop gun violence and to make county a safe place to live and raise a family. And whereas there are many local organizations such as Hillsborough County Children's Board, Moms Demand Action, Pastors on Patrol, Rise Up for Peace, Safe and Sound Hillsborough, Tampa Bay Coalition of Clergy, and others who have dedicated themselves to saving lives by tackling the scourge of gun violence head on. And whereas orange is the color that Heidi Pendleton's friends wore in her honor when she was shot and killed in Chicago at the age of 15, just 1 week after performing at President Barack Obama's second inaugural parade in 2013. And after her death, they asked people to stand up, speak out, and wear orange to raise awareness about gun violence. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida, does hereby declare June 22 as Gun Violence Awareness Month and June 3rd, 2022 as Wear Orange Day in Hillsborough County, and urge everyone to support gun safety, to speak out if something is seen, and to sort out the differences in peaceful nonviolence means. Executed the second day of June 2022. I'm going to ask Freddie Barton, the Executive Director of Safe and Sound, to speak on behalf of this collaborative partnership. Freddie, come on up, find your way to the mic.
Thank you, Commissioner, and good morning to everyone. Good morning to the Board of County Commissioners and all of people who are here joining us. I bring you greetings from Safe and Sound Hillsborough and its Leadership Council. Our chair is here, the Honorable Julian Holt, our Public Defender, representing also the State Attorney's Office, Mr. Gary Wiseman from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, and all of our local agency partners, but most importantly, the people that stand behind me as a community. While we're very thankful that we celebrate June as Gun Violence Awareness Month, it's very sad that we have to recognize it. It's very sad to know that from January to April of 2022, we have eclipsed all of the numbers regarding gun violence and shootings in all of 2021. It's very sad that we have to stand here and plead to the community once again to help us address this issue. I want to thank the commissioner for bringing awareness to this and proclaiming that June stands as Gun Violence Awareness Month. It's also important to know that we have so much more work to do. What is being done? What's being done right now is a strategic plan to move us away from the senseless gun violence, to treat it as the public health crisis that it is, by providing awareness and education from as little as 3 years of age all the way to our elder community. Making sure that kids know that it's not okay to pick up a gun. Letting adults know that it's not okay to leave firearms unsecured. Letting our civic and political leaders know that it's not okay to take this issue on head on first. Letting our faith-based and our community leaders know that it's not okay to stay silent and stay within the confines of your walls. Thankfully, we have a consortium of faith-based leaders that are going out into the street to help us address this issue. Making sure that we provide victims and their families a voice so that they can be heard to share their pain so that others don't have that pain any longer. Making sure that we have communication strategies to reach those who have been impacted and those who will be impacted. Over the summer, we're going to be working with those youth and those members of the community that have made those mistakes and decided that it was okay to pick up a gun, and work with them to understand that it's not okay and you can turn your life around, but only if you make the decision right now to not do this again. We're going to be working aggressively with our school district to identify those youth who may be prone to make these same mistakes. And not just working with youth, but wraparound supports for those families. Because if we don't work with our young people as early as possible, we will see the propensity of violence to increase. We can't do this unless we have strong partnerships. Moms Demand Action, our Be Smart campaign, working with Pastors on Patrol, Tampa Coalition of Clergy, Rise Up for Peace, and any other organization who truly decides that they give a damn about our community. What we don't have right now is enough commitment and participation and the level of participation we need from our community. Safe and Sound can't address this issue by themselves. Tampa Coalition of Clergy, Pastors on Patrol, Rise Up for Peace, Tampa Police Department, the Sheriff's Office, the school district, no agency can do this work alone. It's only when we come together can we truly see a reduction in gun violence. We have to find out where people are getting these guns from, address that issue head on. But more importantly, get it into the minds and hearts of the individuals to let them know that there's another way. There's an alternative to picking up a gun in the first place. Bullets don't know names. Bullets don't know faces. But people know their hands, they know their actions. And we at Safe and Sound and our community partners will work hard to make sure that we address that there are alternatives to this issue. What we don't have is enough participation. Please come join us in our efforts. I want to thank the commissioner again for all of her support. I want to thank the Board of County Commissioners and county staff for their support, for their funding, for their advocacy, and for their willingness to continue to help us in this effort. And may God help us in our endeavor. Thank you.